Kia, ko Stephanie tuku ingoa haere mai. Welcome to Adaptive Go. Today I'm going to talk about sore necks and what you can do about it. So I have 10 tips on what to do if you're sore, but then I also have some tips for how to prevent neck pain and minimise it in an ongoing basis. So make sure you watch all the way through to the end so that you get all the advice. And tip 1 is if it's not getting better, you need to go and see a doctor or a physio and have someone else have a good look at it. So tip 2 is making sure that you have a really good pillow. I use this Sleepyhead memory foam pillow. As you can see, it's got a depression in the middle for your head to go, and then neck and shoulder support basically on either side. This has been great. It's taken away quite a lot of my pain. I worked out that my previous pillow was a little bit too high and it was pushing my neck up so that my neck was in this sort of constant stretch position, which was adding to ongoing pain. I suggest before you invest in a new pillow that you do a hack job first. You get a towel and you roll it up into a roll and you slot it into your existing pillow and see whether that really helps by giving you that extra support. The towel, I found it a little hard, but I did do it for a couple of nights to see whether this sort of concept would work for me. The other really easy thing to do is to just use a smaller pillow and see if that helps for you. Tip 3 is how you get up from bed with a sore neck, or when you're getting up from the floor. And the best way to do that is to roll over onto your side and then get up sideways. And if your neck's sore, and then you can support your neck as you get up. So tip 4 is morning stretches. I stretch before I get up out of bed. It makes a massive difference to how long I feel stiff and sore for. And with your neck, because it's sort of connected through your whole spine, and it's a really good idea to do a whole body morning stretch, not just your neck stretches. But if it's only your neck that's sore and you're in a rush, then I guess the bare minimum would be to do the neck stretches. I've sort of built this morning stretch based on the US Spondylitis Organisation YouTube clips, morning and evening stretches. There are some others around. I'll put some links in below. And how I remember this is I've got 3 stretches for the neck, 3 stretches for my middle back, 1 stretch for my glutes, and then I do 3 leg stretches standing up. So that's sort of how I remember it, 3, 3, 1 and 3. So a pretty common one is the chin tucks, where you chuck your chin back like that. And the way they suggest you do it is you do 3 stretches where you just hold, and then hold for 5. So it's like 1, 2, 3, hold for 5. Okay, and then they suggest the same with turning. So you just turn your neck and then you hold it for 5, and the other way. And then the last neck stretch, I hold on to the bottom of the mattress and I tilt my head. Now it's more a stretch along this muscle, the upper trapezius, than it is in the neck. So you need to make sure that that's the muscle that's being stretched, and it really helps if you hold on to something. So those are the 3 neck stretches, and then the thoracic stretches, doing this on each side. Rolling your shoulders and holding for 3. And then I just go straight into this stretch. Hands behind your head, not pushing your head forward, just hands behind your head and then down. So that's 2. And 1 more is 3. So that's the 3 neck and 3 thoracic stretch. You can look at the links to get the full morning stretch. So I've just got a couple more stretches to show you here. I do these during the day or at the end of the day especially. Just depends on how sore my neck is. The first one is I have a roll of foam like this, and I lie on it like this, and it's fantastic for opening up my chest. And I can just lie on it for about 5 minutes at the end of each day. It's great. The other thing you can do with this is to help mobilize and stretch your sort of thoracic. And so the sensation of this stretch is if using a couple of pillows, as if someone was holding onto the base of your skull and is pushing it out and up, or pulling it out and up. It's a very nice stretch. I just kind of move the pillows away from me so that I can get that feeling. I think you can kind of create the feeling by tucking your chin in, but it's not quite the same. So once you get that feeling of someone pulling your neck up and away, it's a sort of like a bit of a traction stretch. It feels great, and I can hold that stretch. I might lie like this for a few minutes, just relaxing it, so that's a great stretch. And I think that stretch has been hugely helpful for me managing my neck pain. It's like almost my number one go-to, so it's worth trying it and fiddling about with it until you can see if you can get it right for you. So tip 5 is to put a wheat pack on around your neck. I usually find it helps around my neck, but I also get a longer one so I can run it down my spine. Or you can try ice or a mixture of both. They usually say ice for the first 48 hours and then heat. So give either one of those a go and see how you get on. Tip 6 is use a massage ball. So I'm going to show you how I do that. I started gently against a wall, but now I use this lying down on the ground, and I use it once or twice a week, sometimes 3 times a week, but never every day. So I always make sure that I give my muscles at least 1 day recovery after I've used this. So what you need to do with the massage ball is massage up into your neck, find those spots that are sore, and then stay on them and make sure that they release off. But also it's good to massage further down your whole sort of trapezius down through into your thoracics, and massage across your ribs into these muscles across the bottom of your shoulder. Tip 7 is exercises, and this is about trying to get the back of your neck strong and across the back of your shoulder blades. And so by strengthening all that area, it will help to start pulling you back and in and improving your posture. So to improve your posture, you need to stretch through here, but also strengthen through the back here. So the strength exercise that I do is to tuck my chin in and just lift up across the back of my neck, and I hold for 5, and I do about 5 of those when I'm just starting out, but now I do about 10 or 15, and then the next stretch is to lift up so that you've got more of your upper back engaged in working. And so same deal, you want to do about 5 of those and hold for 5. And then the last thing, which is initially it's a strength exercise, but really it's a stretch, but for me it was quite a lot of work to start with, so I'll give it to you. And I just did diamond presses. So you go like this with your hands in a diamond shape, and then you just push up and pull your shoulder blades down and back. And again, I just did 5 of those and held for 5 to start with. Yeah. So tip 8 is use some tape, some kinesiology tape that's stretchy. There's two reasons for using this. One is it can help support better posture and help remind you to pull up and down, and it can also take some of the pressure off some of the surrounding shoulder and neck muscles and down the back of the neck as well. I'll put some links below to KT Tape. They have a good general taping. So tip 9 is avoid heavy lifting when you've got a sore neck. So you might want to give the heavy bar weights a miss on your workout. And tip 10 is, of course, you can use over-the-counter medication if that helps you and it works for you and you're okay to take it. If any of these tips don't help, or the pain doesn't get better, or the pain is worse than you can manage with over-the-counter pain medication, then please go and see your doctor and your physio. Don't wait. So moving on to the prevention bit of the video, the first one is to stand up and move every hour, whether you're at work or just at home chilling. Just put down the IT and make sure that you're moving around, doing your exercises for your neck. It'll really help. So the other thing that you need to work on to prevent neck pain is your posture. So when you're moving around, make sure you have good posture. Set up your work desk so that your screen is at eye level and your hands are at the right height. When you're reading at home or at work, lift up your reading material so it's tilted. It'll be so much easier on your neck than doing this all the time. When you're driving, you can also think about your posture when you're standing rather than leaning or slouching, just standing up straight and tall, engaging up through the core, and thinking about being pulled from the top really helps with neck pain. If you have a phone, use headphones rather than when you're talking on it, rather than crunching it up around your ear. I've found one of the biggest things that helps my neck pain is something that I work on over time, and that is reducing stress or improving how I manage stress. So, that meditating, the deep breathing and relaxing all your neck muscles and shoulder muscles is great for preventing sore necks. The other thing that kind of coincides with that is making sure that you have a really good sleep routine and that you get off to bed at the same time every night. All that sort of sleep hygiene stuff's really helpful for improving your neck pain, but also improving how you might manage and cope with pain if you get it. I also find it helpful to get my eyes tested so that you're not squinting or putting your head forward, or when you're trying to read. It's a really good tip. And lastly, just staying really well hydrated helps and helps sort of prevent some of that slouching. So these are my tips for preventing and helping you if you have a sore neck. I think lots of us do it this time of the year. It's all pretty crazy, so I hope they're really helpful for you and timely. So if they are helpful, then please subscribe, and I'll see you next time.